CBS Sports. Tradition, champions, and the pulsating world of the CBS Sports family. CBSSports.com, where fans live the game. And the CBS Sports Network. This is CBS Sports.
Oregon Tech coach Danny Miles is in his 41st year. His team is in the D2 championship game for the 4th time as they look for their 3rd national title. Rollie Massimino has Northwood in the title game in the program's 6th year, which was started by the legendary coach. It's the top seed against the 2nd seed for the national title tonight. Missouri on the College of the Ozarks campus, as tonight it's the NAIA Division II Men's Championship game between the Hustlin' Owls of Oregon Tech and the Seahawks of Northwood. And there's the head coach for Oregon Tech, Danny Miles, 970 wins in his 41st year as head coach there. And Rollie Massimino, his 37th year as a head coach, 687 victories. We've got a couple legendary coaches, and we're going to have a great game coming your way. Hi, everybody. Along with former UMKC head coach Rich Savosic, I'm Roger Twyble. It's great to be with you. Well, we've set up the coaches, Rich. What about the players?
Well, you've got a couple of very exciting players. The freshman explosive guard, Bobby Hunter, can do it all, but he's at his best, pushing the basketball, getting to the rim. A guy who is averaging over 21 points a game in this tournament, 32 in his 2nd round game. On the flip side, you got the versatile senior in Jonathan Dunn, 31 in his semis. He can do a little bit of everything. He rebounds the basketball, averaging almost 4 steals a game, almost 4 assists a game in this tournament.
These two teams playing for this prize, the Division II National Championship. The top seed, Northwood. The 2nd seed, Oregon Tech, for the NAIA Division II National Championship.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to remind you that if you would like to make a donation to the Branson Tornado Relief and Recovery Fund, you may do so by going to the Branson Lakes Area Chamber of Commerce booth in the front lobby. All money collected will be presented to the Community Foundation of the Ozarks during halftime of the game. Anyone making a donation tonight, you will have a ticket that will go in for a drawing to win 2 round-trip airline tickets courtesy of the Branson Airport to anywhere the Branson Airport flies. Once again, make a donation to the Branson Tornado Relief and Recovery Fund at the Branson Lakes Area Chamber of Commerce booth in the front lobby.
And welcome back, everybody. We're getting set to go here for the NAIA Division II National Championship game. Danny Miles, what a career, 41 years as the head coach. And we're underway. Rollie Massimino, of course, coaching Northwood. Northwood 34-3 on the year. Oregon Tech 33-4. Oregon Tech in the dark uniforms.
Northwood is going to play a containment type defense. They'll switch all screens, try and keep the ball in front of them.
That's Hunter. Can't get it to go. And Northwood comes up with the basketball. Masse Doumbé with the miss, and the rebound pulled down by Alex Zerbach. Clark 15, Hunter 23, Zerbach 33, Riddle 43, and Gamblin 45. The starters for the Hustlin' Owls of Oregon Tech. That's the New Zealander right there, and he can knock it down from outside as the first points of the game by David Clark.
It's a good sign for the Owls. Coach Miles said they needed to hit 9 or 10 when we talked to him earlier today. That's one.
Clark, a 43% three-point shooter. They go inside to Horseman, up and in. So the first basket there for Northwood by Patrick Horstman, 6'7" junior from Germany. And this is a international flavor to this game, Rich.
It certainly is. You've got players from France and Germany and down under in New Zealand, a couple of Australian guys. They go worldwide to bring in the best talent.
There's Rollie Massimino. Started this program 6 years ago. They've been to the national tournament every year. They were in the semis last year and this year in the finals. And the three from outside by Scotty Riddle won't go. Quickly to the other end. Doumbé! All right, Rich, what about defensively for Northwood? What are we looking at?
Well, Northwood is just going to try and contain you. They're not going to go for steals. They're going to switch screens and make you shoot jump shots with a hand in their face.
Ball away shot. Good look there by Jason Gamblin. Just underway. Tyrone Davis 2, Jonathan Dunn 3, Masse Doumbé 21, Patrick Horseman 33, and Cherno Agnew 35. The starters for Northwood. That's Horseman. And there's Dunn, the guy you talked about at the top.
He's a guy that has great experience, very explosive.
Offensive board won't go. Second try, and good finish right there by Patrick Horseman. His second basket. All right, on offense for Oregon Tech, what are we looking for?
Well, in transition, they want to get something for Hunter off the dribble, going to the basket. If not, they'll try and space the floor and let their shooters take it deep.
And as you can tell, every one of these guys is a three-point threat.
Well, don't be fooled by their size, because just because they're 6'6", 6'7", 6'8", doesn't mean they won't step outside.
Kyle Gomez has checked into the game, number 13, 6'3" senior from Bly, Oregon. There's Riddle, 43. He's 32 years of age. He was the Oregon High School Player of the Year, his senior year in high school, went to junior college for a year, and then 11 years as quickly Tyrone Davis, the steal, and in.
Pound for pound, one of the best players at any level in college basketball.
He's a junior from Fort Lauderdale, leads them in 3 different categories, and they list him at 5'6", maybe closer to 5'4", and there's an offensive foul on Bobby Hunter.
Check out the great anticipation by Tyrone Davis. Bobby Hunter doesn't come to meet it. Davis makes him pay. Roger, on the flip side, Oregon Tech is going to be a much more physical defensive team. They're going to try and get up into you, bump you off your cuts, and make it hand-to-hand combat in the half court.
Done for 3, can't get it to go, kept alive by Horseman, and Doumbé comes away with it. This will be interesting, the battle of the boards, because a little bit more size for Northwood.
They have the advantage size, but Oregon Tech all year long He's done a very good job of blocking out and winning the rebound battle.
Inside, Horseman can't get it to go. The rebound pulled away by Gamblin. Quickly, Hunter to the other end. Cross court, Gomez measures the three. And Doumbé comes away with it quickly down to the other end. This is done. Can't get it to go. Great job by Doumbé to pull it away. And now they'll set it up out front with Tyrone Davis. This young man, a 4-to-1 assist to turnover ratio. Tops in the country.
Unbelievable. He is just so intelligent.
Steal right there by Clark. This is a young guy you know a lot about. You were recruiting a teammate of his in New Zealand.
And I happened to see David Clark play back when he was a junior at Westlake High School in Auckland, New Zealand. Excellent pass.
And Bobby Hunter, with his first two, averaging over 20 points a game on the year. Terrific defender. Just a freshman out of Reno, Nevada. Northwood with the lead. Ball knocked loose. Look at this battle. Hunter can't get it. Clark the following in.
Oh, if you're a young player, that's a great teaching point. Don't give up on the play. Don't assume your teammate's going to make it. Clark hustling for the two.
Oregon Tech with the lead, 9-8, 14 minutes left to go first half. Davis thought about it from outside, will take it inside. Ooh, what a move right there by Tyrone Davis.
Size doesn't matter to him. It's about speed and quickness.
Rollie Massimino said his key for his defense tonight, keep Oregon Tech under 58 points.
Well, that means you cannot give them three-pointers.
That was Gamblin for three. That's what I say. The guys that play the post, they'll step out and shoot the three. That's the great thing about this level of basketball.
If you're playing for Danny Miles, you better be able to shoot the basketball, whether you're the point or the center.
Fall-away shot in and out right there by Cherno Agnew. There's Riddle. I was telling you about him. 32 years of age. Father of three. Hunter, that's a two. Can't get it to go. And Agnew pulls down the rebound.
This is what makes Tyrone Davis so good. He realized didn't have numbers. He pulls it back out. He's controlling tempo for Northwood.
Agnew kicks it back outside to Doumbé. 5 on the shot clock. Step back three. In and out. And Hamblin the rebound. Gamblin, excuse me. Clark won't go in the battle over there, and Davis comes away with it. This game is moving right along.
It really is. And Oregon Tech doing a good job in transition, getting back.
Northwood very patient right now. That's done. Fall-away shot by Horseman won't go. And the rebound pulled down by Jason Gamblin, 6'6" junior from Harriman, Utah. And we got a timeout, 11:31 left to go in the first half. And Oregon Tech with a 12-10 advantage. 7 lead changes so far. And Rich, what do you take away from this first 8.5 minutes here?
Well, initially, it looked like Northwood was going to pound the ball inside. And then the last couple of possessions, they were a little impatient. They had Horseman on the block, didn't get him the ball, and settled for a jump shot. Oregon Tech, though, they're doing a good job running their offense, getting what they want. You know, there's a couple of times where they didn't score on a wide open three, but they're getting good looks.
There's Oregon Tech, Klamath Falls, Oregon, down in Southern Oregon, enrollment of 3918. And then Northwood in West Palm Beach, Florida, just 800 students. And of course, last year in the semis, they lost to the eventual champion Cornerstone. And 6 years for this basketball program, and Rollie Massimino has done an outstanding job. Right now, his team trails by 2. Josh Johnson, 55, has checked into the game. He'll take the shot, a freshman from Perth, Australia. And also into the game is Bryant Setman, 31, a senior from Cottage Grove, Oregon. And Jordan Kiley right there, 11, has checked in. And wow, I'll tell you, this kid is tough to guard. Tyrone Davis with his 3rd basket.
You're not going to guard him one-on-one. You're going to need some help side rotation to keep him from penetrating to the basket.
Noah Keaton, 5, has checked in now from Northwood. $10 on the shot clock. That's Sentman, outstanding athlete. The miss there, gets his own miss back, kicks it back outside. And the shot will not go down there by Jordan Kiley. And here comes Northwood. Looks like Northwood has made a pretty good effort trying to get the ball inside there. They throw it away. And Hunter on the wing. Gomez. Kiley. I'll go ahead and take it. And Gomez comes crashing in and commits the foul. We got a timeout on the floor. 9:58 left to go on the first half, and we are tied at 12. Oregon Tech, Northwood all tied up at 12 here in this NAIA Division II Championship game. Coming up next is the NAIA Division II Women's Championship game as College of the Ozarks will take on Northwestern College from Iowa. You can see this next only on CBS Sports Network. All the folks here, Rich, are really excited about the women's team, and Northwood had to play College of the Ozarks.
And I can tell you, Roger, that
first round game, right?
One of the toughest games in the tournament. It was the first round game, and it was packed and definitely a home crowd. So a great win for Northwood. Oregon Tech comes out in the 3-2 zone.
Dunn kicks it out to Horseman on the wing. Shots are not falling, but Dunn, the offensive board. And that will send us to another quick timeout.
Well, they're going to get their breath.
Yeah, 9:39 to go. First half. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Oregon Tech won this title in 04 and 08, lost in the final in 98. And Rich, this is how they've moved through to the final this year.
But and you'll notice in that third round game against St. Francis, 100 points, 11 threes, and they have averaged 9 threes a game in the tournament. Northwood, anytime you got to play the home team in the first round, it's difficult. But they have pretty much manhandled everybody on their way to the finals.
Dunn at the free throw line. 80% on the season. This is the first one there. This Northwood team has really shot the ball exceptionally well. 51% from the floor so far in the tournament. That's the best of any team. Tonight a little cool from the field, but they're doing a good job on the boards.
Well, a lot of that has to do with Oregon Tech is a very physical defensive team.
Loose ball. And here come the Seahawks. Dunn kicks it to the far side. That's Horseman. Good inside out so far.
Very good swing, very good swing. The first time in about 5 or 6 possessions, they actually went side to side, got the defense to move.
Dunn with just that one free throw so far. 4 on the shot clock. Davis will take the three from the corner, and right before the buzzer. Tyrone Davis now with 9 points, and Northwood with the lead. Quickly with the answer, Jason Gamblin.
Gamblin, the former construction worker who went back to college and is making the most of it.
And he's 26, so they've got a 32-year-old and a 26-year-old in their starting lineup.
Average age of their starting lineup, 24 and a half.
It's a veteran team.
So they have experience.
Davis kicks it to the corner. Air ball thrown up there by Noah Keaton. And here comes Gomez the other way. Loses it. Davis, the bounce pass to Dunn and in. First field goal for Dunn.
Davis is not just a coach on the floor, he's a head coach on the floor. Love the way he waited for his teammate.
18-14. Northwood, the 4-point lead, 7:45 left to go in a very fast first half. That was a three, won't go. Hunter tries to follow, and the rebound pulled down by Keaton. So Gamblin, who's had the hot hand with 7 points, missed it from three-point land there. And Davis really runs the show, takes care of the basketball. And there's Dunn, the senior from Toledo, Ohio. Controlling the tempo here, Rich.
Oh, it's fantastic.
5 on the shot clock. And good defense by Oregon Tech right there. Got a timeout. 6:59 left to go first half. Northwood with a 4-point advantage over Oregon Tech. And welcome back. Want to remind you tonight at 11 Eastern time we have the PBR Highlight Show presented by Las Vegas from Detroit, Michigan. You can see a recap of this past weekend show from Detroit tonight at 11 Eastern time only on CBS Sports Network. 18-14. Northwood with the 4-point advantage over Oregon Tech. The top 2 seeds in this NAIA Division II National Championship game. Yeah, Rich, it's interesting. So far in the game, Dunn with 1 field goal to 3 points, Hunter with just 2. It's been Gamblin for Oregon Tech and Davis for Northwood so far for the score.
Well, credit that attention to detail of scouting reports. Try and take out the top guys, make an off-brand player beat you.
Good defensive play right there by Dunbay as Gamblin tried to go inside. Now from the corner, the 3 will not go by Tracy Parks, who just checked into the game. And foul's going to be on Noah Keaton. That's his first.
Roger, one of the things that Northwood has done an excellent job thus far is they haven't fouled. I mean, you got a guy like Bobby Hunter who's averaged almost 7 free throw attempts a game, and right now Northwood with only 2 fouls.
Riddle loses it, gets it back. Clark hit the early 3, but have not heard from him since. That's Kyle Gomez, very aggressive player. A lot of energy. High arching shot won't go, and Davis comes away with the rebound. Under 6 minutes left to go in this fast-moving first half, and Northwood with a 4-point lead. Agnew there, number 35. Parks on the baseline, blocked there by Riddle, and here comes Hunter. Pull up for 3, can't get it to go, and Agnew with the rebound.
Excellent transition defense by Northwood, forced the 3-point jump shot.
Riddle doing a good job defensively on Dunbay. Nice help defense right there. And then on the baseline, the foul's going to be called. That's going to be on Scotty Riddle.
Foul number 43, Scotty Riddle, his first, team 4th.
And that'll send Tracy Parks to the free throw line where he misses the first one. Sentman checks back in for Oregon Tech.
Parks is
and
one
Dunn
of those.
Back in.
Sorry there, Raj. Tracy Parks, one of those 3 juniors who will graduate in the spring and return as graduate students, as seniors. Outstanding student athlete.
Northwood 76% free throw shooting team on the year. They lead it by 5. David Clark, 6'3" junior from Auckland, New Zealand. He's 43% 3-point shooter. He's guarded by Dunn. The floater, and off the glass and good by Kyle Gomez. His first 2. In their semifinal win against Davenport, he had 11 points, 9 rebounds, and 6 steals. Didn't shoot it very well, 3 of 16, but the rebounding, the steals, and there's going to be an offensive foul there on Jonathan Dunn.
One thing that Coach Miles had said about Gomez, you can't take him off the floor even when he's not making shots because he does all the little things. And right there is a perfect example, taking the charge on Dunn.
Inside, good look, and put it up and in right there, Jason Gamblin. So he's been a go-to guy so far with 9 points, and we got a 1-point game with 4 minutes left to go in the first half.
Massimino wanted the game in the 50s, and right now he's got the pace.
Three won't go from outside by Horseman, but once again, good job rebounding. And Dumbe can't get it to go, still battling, and finally Hunter comes away with it. Bounce pass to Gomez. Oh, it stays there forever. And Clark hustles to the ball. And the reach-in foul by Patrick Horstman. Timeout, 3:23 left to go in the first half. We got a one-point game. Welcome back. Along with Rich Savosic, I'm Roger Twibel. Rollie Massimino, the 77-year-old head coach of Northwood, and found out as we take a look at the Division II NAIA Coaches of the Year, Rollie last year, that it was discovered he had lung cancer, had a tumor on his lung, surgery last September. He's out for 2.5 months. Just last week, he got a clean bill of health until his next checkup in 6 months. So he seems to be doing really good.
If I'm looking that good at 77, I'll be very happy.
One-point game. The Seahawks of Northwood with a lead over Oregon Tech, and Clark, the three won't go, and Gomez pulls down the rebound. He's a tough guy, I'll tell you what. He's a lot of fun to watch, a high-energy kid.
Got to be a tough guy to be a Gamblin champion.
And they're going to call Hunter with a foul.
Foul number 23, Robert Hunter.
Second foul on Hunter. So, Rich, 2:45 left to go in the first half. One-point game. Give me your thoughts about who's controlling things here.
Well, right now, Northwood is really controlling it, and what they were most efficient at early was getting the ball inside the Horsemen, and they kind of went away from that and have had trouble scoring the basketball.
Well, we just saw they went outside, and Horseman took a three there and missed it. Gomez thought about the three, takes it inside and loses it. Agnew comes up with it. And Davis, he really runs the show, doesn't he?
He certainly does. You know, a lot of guys would force the action if you have equal numbers. He's a guy who understands time scoring situation. Don't have numbers, pull it out, run the offense.
Hunter's guarding Agnew right now. It's a real height mismatch. 5 on the shot clock.
You got
Horseman, the fall away. Can't get it to go. Northwood gets it done underneath. Sends it outside, and here they go. They'll set it up again. 1:35 left to go in the half. 19-12 on the boards. Northwood leads it so far.
Well, the one downside of that is Northwood hasn't been able to capitalize on offensive rebounds.
Agnew misses the three, and they are cold from three-point land. Hunter is going to try the three. Doumbé blocked it. Sentiment over on the side. Tough shot there, won't go, and Davis comes away with it.
And a lot of black jerseys back. Makes the right decision again.
Less than a minute to go first half. Northwood leads it 19-18. And Rollie Massimino wants a timeout. There's Danny Miles, the head coach at Oregon Tech. 41 years as the head basketball coach. He's also been the head baseball coach there. He's also been the head softball coach. He's been an assistant football coach. He was the athletic director for a number of years. He has 3 sons, one of whom is now the baseball coach at Oregon Tech. All 3 of his sons played Division I college basketball. And Danny, by the way, at Southern Oregon, where he went to college, was an outstanding 3-sport star and holds a record for pass completion percentage in a year. He completed 77% one year at Southern Oregon, which still stands to this day. So just a remarkable run. 41 years, 970 wins at Oregon Tech. Now 50 seconds remaining in the first half. 18 on the shot clock right now. And Northwood leads it by 1. Tyrone Davis has been running the show. Trying to find somebody inside. 5 on the shot clock. Dunn inside, and they're going to call him for traveling. So coming out of the timeout, Northwood can't get anything together offensively. And a couple of subs now checking in. Hunter back in and Riddle back in.
Roger, one of the plays that Oregon Tech likes to run is the fade screen for David Clark, trying to get him a 3 coming off the screen, fading to the wing. So we'll see if Oregon Tech elects to do that, or maybe Bobby Hunter trying to create for his teammates.
Sounds good. Now 10 seconds. Hunter. Double team, kicked it back outside, and there's a foul on Dunn. Oh, goodness. That's the second. 1.9 remaining. And Noah Keaton will check in, and Dunn will sit down after picking up his second.
Roger, you got a situation. You have one more foul to give, so Northwood could foul on the inbounds pass.
And trying to go over to Gomez in the corner, the ball's thrown away. So now Northwood will have an opportunity with 1.9. What's your 1.9 play there, Rich?
Throw it to Doumbé right at the top of the key. Let him tip it to a teammate or turn and shoot it, a la Christian Leitner.
There it goes. Doumbé, the turn, the shot. Oh, off the front of there. Good call. Rich, it's the reason you're a head coach all those years. At halftime, Northwood with a 19-18 lead over Oregon Tech in this Division II NAIA National Championship game. And let's send it over to Rich Savosic and Rollie Massimino.
Coach, you were able to keep the pace of the game the way you like it.
Yes.
Do you credit your defense on that?
Well, I think our defense is playing very, very well. But they're a very good team. They're patient. They bring the clock down to 10, 15 seconds, and then they go to the basket.
Offensively, Patrick Horseman started the game with a couple of quick baskets. Any changes in the second half to try and get him on track?
Yes, well, we're going to try to get him the ball inside a little bit more. He doesn't usually miss as many shots as he has, but and John Dunn got to get himself on track a little bit, and we'll be okay, I think. It's been a great half.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck.
All right, Rich, thank you very much. Low-scoring first half here at the NAIA Division II National Championship game. Northwood leads Oregon Tech 19-18. We're going to be going to our New York studios after this. It's the NAIA Division II Championship game between Northwood and Oregon Tech. At halftime, Northwood with a 1-point lead, along with former UMKC coach Rich Savosic. I'm Roger Twyble. Great to be with you. Low-scoring first half. You know, one of the issues with a national championship game in a tournament like this is, Rich, 5th game in 6 days.
Well, and what goes first are your legs. Both teams playing with a short bench. 1 for 10, 2 for 12 are what the two teams are shooting from the three-point line. It's about legs. Got to get them back in the second half.
Let's take a look at some of the action from the first half here.
Well, on the run out, Dunn hits Doumbé, running the lane, and then Davis off the dribble. The quickness, got to get help. But Tyrone Davis has the ball out front because he's getting all the way to the rim if it's one-on-one. And on the flip side, David Clark started off well with a 3, and then Bobby Hunter with a steal, and a great hustle play by Clark, cleaning up the mess. But it was the big fella, Gamblin, stepping outside and then showing, hey, I can go inside and score as well.
Let's check out the stats, and the thing that jumps out there, those three-point field goals, 2 of 12 and 1 of 10. These are two teams that really shoot the ball exceptionally well. I mean, Oregon Tech, 49% field goal percentage, 39% from three-point land on the season. The rebound advantage right there to Northwood, but you see, it was just a real struggle for these two teams in the first half to find the basket.
It was interesting. Both teams took good care of the basketball, few turnovers, and they got some good looks. But again, it's about getting your legs into it and getting ready to shoot it. Well, you know what? They got the rest of the year to rest. So they're going at it in the second half.
And we'll be back with the second half of this national championship game with Northwood leading Oregon Tech right after this. Welcome back. Northwood with the lead at halftime. Let's send it to Rich Savosic and Oregon Tech head coach Danny Miles.
Coach, in that first half, Bobby Hunter struggled from the floor. Anything different in the second half to get him on track?
Well, you know, the little guy's a pretty good defender, but we got to move without the ball with Bobby, and he'll do a better job this half.
Northwood had the bestie on the offensive glass. Any changes in the second half?
Oh, we just got to do a better job screening out. You know, we're giving away a lot of inches and quickness, but we're hanging in there. If we can just knock down some shots, we got a shot.
Good luck, Coach. Thank you.
All right, Rich, thank you very much. I mean, both of these teams, boy, it was just a struggle from the floor in that first half, as you saw with those halftime statistics. So we'll see what happens in the final 20 minutes. A national championship on the line. Oregon Tech, the winners of this NAIA Division II championship in 04 and 08, and Northwood, who last year made it to the semifinals, lost in the semis to eventual national champion Cornerstone. Just the 6th year of the program. Rich, your thoughts, what you think we might see here in the second half?
Well, I think you're going to see some spacing from Oregon Tech, try and get Bobby Hunter some freedom to get to the basket. If you're Northwood, you just got to continue to keep the pace, run when you have the opportunity, slow it down in the half court, try and get it inside the Horsemen.
You had mentioned that at the end of the first half, and the other thing is we heard from Rollie Massimino to get Dunn untracked, and he took the three and missed, and the foul called underneath. The foul's going to be on Kyle Gomez.
The key for Dunn and Hunter, who both struggled in the first half, is to try not to force the action. Try and get into the game by doing other things, whether it's an assist, whether it's steal, whether it's a rebound.
Masse Doumbé with 9 rebounds in that first half, and Northwood did a great job on the boards. Horseman receives the inbound pass. There's Tyrone Davis, the junior from Fort Lauderdale. Outstanding point guard. Agnes 35. Dunn, Doumbé, and in. A little contact inside, but no call. Just a little contact.
Well, he might have been inside that arc.
And quickly to the other end, that was Scotty Riddle. You get the sense in his first 2 points, you get the sense that Oregon Tech would like to move it up and down the floor.
Well, they were unable to get any easy transition baskets in the first half. So make or miss, they're going to push the ball here in the second half.
Horseman to Davis on top. Knocked away. Hunter's got it. Wide open, and the finish. Second hoop for Bobby Hunter, and Oregon Tech takes the lead at 22-21. Great hustle out on top there, Rich.
Well, it certainly wasn't, and it was started by great help side defense. They closed down the driving lane on Davis.
They've got Gomez guarding Dunn right now. This is going to be a really interesting matchup.
This is going to be fun.
And Dunn able to draw the foul. That's going to be the 3rd on Gomez.
That was number 13. Kyle Gomez, his 3rd.
And that will send Dunn to the line. You know, the semifinal game, Northwood hit 9 out of 23s against McPherson. And in the first half here tonight, 1 out of 10. What a difference a night makes, huh?
Well, you get a little tighter when it's a championship game. You get a little tired, as we talked about before. Look for the second half to be a little bit different.
Dunn, the 80% free throw shooter, has made 3 out of 4 now. He's got 5 points. And it's back to a 1-point lead for Northwood. Clark for 3. Whoa, and the defender, Dunn, was right in his face. David Clark, his second tray. He's got 8. Wide open for 3. Davis can't get it to go. Zurbach got that rebound, and now Clark will bring it down and set it up. Inside, good look in there, but Davis came away with the steal.
Can't bring the ball down with the little rugrats around.
Man, he's fun to watch. Dunn, fall away. Oh, tough shot right there by Jonathan Dunn. Tied at 25. Boy, some good individual matchups here, Rich.
It certainly is, and Davis has done an excellent job on Hunter. As Coach Miles mentioned, hey, Davis is a good defensive player. It's not like Bobby Hunter isn't trying to get open and score the ball.
Riddle sends it inside, fall-away shot. Oh, that's a beauty right there by Jason Gamblin. Well, he has been solid. Gamblin now with 11. 6'6" junior out of Harriman, Utah. Rich mentioned earlier, went in the construction business after high school, was doing really well. Got laid off, went to junior college, played a couple years, finishing up at Salt Lake Community College, and then transferred to Oregon Tech. What a spin move, but blocked! And oh goodness, boy, as Horseman went up, they're going to call the foul, but that looked like a couple of good blocks right there.
Jonathan held with the rodeo shot, shooting it off the opposite foot. And a great spin move.
Foul on Gamblin.
That looked pretty good up top, Roger.
Horseman, and he misses the first one. .70% free throw shooter on the year. Able to make the second one. And Noah Keaton, a senior from Stanford, Kentucky, comes into the game. And Horseman will take a seat, the 6'7" junior from Germany. 27-26, Oregon Tech with a 1-point lead. 16 minutes left to go in this national championship game. Riddle, baseline jumper. Can't get it, but Zurbach kept it alive. One of those little things right there, Rich, that we saw with Zurbach just keeping the ball alive. Missed from outside, but the offensive rebound, and Jason Gamblin. Right place, right time.
Well, another halftime adjustment. We talked about Northwood winning the battle of the boards in the first half. Thus far in the second half, it's been Oregon Tech on the offensive glass.
And a 3-point lead for the Hustlin' Owls. They used to be known just as the Owls, as Dunn takes the three, can't get it to go, and Hunter gets it. And Danny Miles, trying to put some energy into his program, said, I want my guys hustling. And they changed the nickname to the Hustlin' Owls.
And they play hard, and they're hustling all the time.
Timeout on the floor. 29-26, 3-point lead for Oregon Tech. And welcome back. Want to remind you, next Tuesday at 6 Eastern time, we have the women's NAIA Division I championship game from Frankfort, Kentucky. We'll see if Union University from Tennessee will meet Azusa Pacific for the 3rd straight year in the championship game. You can see this contest next Tuesday at 6 Eastern only on CBS Sports Network. 29-26, Oregon Tech with a 3-point lead. Horseman is checked back into the game for Northwood, and Coming into the game for Oregon Tech, number 55, Josh Johnson. Sentman also in there, number 31 for Oregon Tech. Hunter, guarded by Dunn. Zerback, and in. Alex Zerback, 6'5" junior from Covington, Washington.
Great movement that time. They found the mismatch. Davis trying to cover Zerback.
Dunn, off the window and in. Dunn now with 9 points. Clark for three. Hits! Nothing but net right there for the young man from Auckland, New Zealand, David Clark, his third tray, and it's a 6-point Oregon Tech lead.
You cannot let him get his feet set. You got to make him put it on the floor if you're Northwood.
Agnew, turnaround shot. And the foul is going to be on Clark, his first.
Here's the first possession. They recognize the mismatch. You got Davis trying to cover Zerback on the switch. They take advantage. And then on the swing, you cannot let Clark have an open look. You must make him put it on the floor.
Cherno Agnew, 6'7" junior from Germany. Rollie told us the best defender on the team. Got the free throws there. 4-point lead for Tech.
Roger, Oregon Tech has went to a more wide open offense. They've taken the post man out of it so that they can space the floor and make Northwood chase him.
Hunter working on Davis and in. Tough move right there by Bobby Hunter. Young man who was co-player of the year in Nevada his senior year of high school. Out of Reno. Dunn. Horseman keeps it alive.
Horseman is so smart. Realized he couldn't catch it, tips it to a teammate.
6-point Oregon Tech lead. 13 minutes left to go. Davis had the good look. And, well, before the shot, foul was on Josh Johnson. As Gomez will check back in along with Gamblin and Jordan Kiley. Outscoring Northwood 18-11 in the second half. And a whistle on the inbounds. And Gamblin just picked up his third, so Gamblin has 3 and Gomez has 3.
Little foul trouble here in the second half with a deep bench, or excuse me, with a short bench. That could be a problem.
Davis averaging 6 points a game, but more importantly, at 4-to-1 assist to turnover ratio. What a nice move by Doumbé, but he can't finish it. Well, they've had 3 or 4 chances there at the basket where they look like they should just be able to lay the basketball in or just go ahead and jam it.
But you've gotten great looks, so it's not the offense. You just have to finish.
Inside, Hunter, and in. He's so strong. Bobby Hunter now with 8. And we got a timeout, and Oregon Tech, their biggest lead, they lead at 38-30. 12-18 left to go in this Division II National Championship game.
Let's win the next 4 minutes, too.
Stats on D, boys.
42 seconds every time. Let's win this.
Stats on D, let's go!
Let's go!
Danny Miles has won 970 games. It's halftime adjustments. Cut down a driving lane. Hunter gets a steal and a deflection. Go inside to the big fella Gamblin and then space it for Clark. And then the spacing in the backdoor cut by Hunter. Halftime adjustments have turned this game in Oregon Tech's favor.
38-30, 8-point lead, the biggest lead of the night for Oregon Tech. 12:15 left to go.
Oregon Tech out of the timeout shows a 3-2 zone, little matchup.
Pull up in the lane, and getting the roll is Tyrone Davis. He's got 11.
Roger, they're just daring him to shoot the basketball from the perimeter. He's got to step up and make some of those just like he did on that possession.
Hunter in the corner. Will take the three. They'll make it a 2. Make it a 2 for Bobby Hunter. And that is his 4th field goal of the half. He's got 10 points. So Bobby Hunter, who's a terrific scorer, talking to Coach Danny Miles yesterday, averages 20 points a game, gets to the line over 200 times this year, can really create. He's starting to get hot, done the pull-up, won't go, and the rebound by Gomez. Back to an 8-point lead for Oregon Tech as we approach the 11-minute mark.
Roger, the spacing in the half court has totally taken away help side and created opportunities for guys like Hunter.
And that foul's going to be on Horseman as we got a timeout, 10:49 left to go. The NAIA Division II National Championship game. Welcome back here to Point Lookout, Missouri, the campus of the College of the Ozarks. We're just down the road from Branson, Missouri, just a little south of Springfield, Missouri, and exactly 3.5 hours from Kansas City. I can tell you that for a fact. Let's take a look at this last possession, Rick.
Well, in the second half, they have gone without a post guy. They have spread the floor, and because Northwood is hugging their man, there's no help side. And here, long rotation for Horseman, a foul, Hunter goes to the line.
And that's a place he's very familiar at. 213 times during the regular season he got to the free throw line. And the good news is he shot 73%. If you're going to get there, you better make them, right?
You're exactly right. You don't want it to be hack-a-shack. But in this young man's case, almost 7 free throws a game, and almost 5 makes a game.
And struggling there. Very uncharacteristic. All right, offensively now for Northwood.
Well, I still think you have to go inside. You've got a mismatch with Cherno, Agnew.
How about that style of going inside by Tyrone Davis?
We'll take it one way or another, either off dribble penetration or post up.
Davis has got 13.
The run and jump by Davis.
Well, they really are doing a great job, Rich, of spacing the floor. Clark looks like he might have gotten hit there. He's looking for the foul, no call. Right in front of the official, Merlin Nice.
So it's been great ball movement, and more importantly, it's been great people movement for Oregon Tech here in the second half.
10 minutes to go. 40-34. Oregon Tech with a 6-point lead. Agnew with Hunter gardening. Well, I'll tell you what, Hunter did a great job defensively that time, didn't he?
He certainly did. He stood his ground. He made Agnew catch the ball a couple of feet off the block. But Agnew, you can't shoot a fadeaway when you got a smaller guy on.
No, you can't. You got to take it to the basket. Good look inside to Hunter, and count it. Great look that time.
How do you get yourself going on the offensive end? Play great defense. Hunter, excellent job. Forces the fadeaway, and then secures the rebound. And then a little back cut. Davis with the late arrival and the foul.
Hunter had 32 against Warner in their second game. And there, completes the three-point play. He's got 13 points. And it's a 9-point lead for Oregon Tech, their biggest lead of the game, with 9:25 left to go.
You see the difference. Oregon Tech now has compacted their defense. Nobody outside the three-point line. Just Darren Northwood to shoot the three.
Well, Davis looking for some help there. Doumbé with 3 guys on him. And they're going to call the foul. And the foul's on Riddle. That is his second. So Doumbé will go to the line for 2. 6'8", 240-pound junior from France. So this Northwood team from West Palm Beach, Florida, players from Germany, France, Sweden,
as Roger just alluded to, from all over the world, Coach Massimino has brought him in. The only thing that's I don't understand is there's no guys from Italy yet. On the flip side, Oregon Tech has had great success with some Australian players and added another one in David Clark from down under this year.
Quickly down to the other end and in! Kyle Gomez! His second hoop. Couple of subs for Northwood. 15. Justin Mitchell has checked into the game. The senior from Boca Raton, Florida. As Dunn will take it from three-point land. Won't go. And that was Mitchell that just checked into the game that got the rebound. Also Noah Keaton back in there. What a quick move there. How sweet was that? Tyrone Davis.
Stop on a dime.
Boom. He's got 15. And we got a 7-point game. 8:20 remaining.
Northwood playing a little anxious on a defensive end.
For 3. Oh, goodness. Jason Gamblin. Inside, outside. He's got 16. And it's a 10-point margin for the Hustlin' Owls. We got a timeout on the floor. 7:54 left to go. Oregon Tech leads it by 10. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . .
Patricia Wood and Jeff Burke from the Branson Airport, and Dennis Green, NAIA Manager of Championship Sports, would like to present Doug Jordan, President of the Community Foundation of Taney County, a check for $3,134.65. Thank you once again to everybody for all the support during the tornado recovery efforts.
Welcome back. Next Tuesday at 8 Eastern Time, we have the men's NAIA Division I Championship Game live from Municipal Auditorium in Kansas City, Missouri. This is the 75th anniversary of this tournament. You can see the championship game next Tuesday at 8 Eastern, only on CBS Sports Network. Rich and I will be there on the call, and it's always good to be in our hometown doing some college basketball, right?
Toughest tournament in college basketball. 5 games in 6 days. Some great history in that tournament.
Oh, absolutely.
John Wooden coached in a national championship game. Actually didn't win it when he was at Indiana State Teachers College.
Doombay inside, and the whistle. Going to call offensive foul. Sense a little frustration right now with Northwood, Rich.
Well, what's happening is Oregon Tech is doing a great job of packing the defense in and just daring Northwood to shoot a 3, and nobody's willing to take a 3. Got to try and get something with a little bit more spacing. A little full court pressure.
10-point lead for Oregon Tech. They're looking to win their 3rd national championship. 04, 08, how about 4 years after?
And 012.
12, right? Clark for 3, can't get it to go, and Dunn the rebound. They were also in the championship game back in '98 and lost that one. Danny Miles, 41 years. You say 3 losing seasons in 41 years?
1 in the 70s, 1 in the 80s, and 1 in the 90s.
Man, how about that?
That's unbelievable.
Davis loses the basketball. Now he gets it back. Now loses it again. Here comes Hunter. And they're telling Hunter, just slow it down. 6:50 left to go.
Well, you got to space it, but you can't get too cautious here. There's still a lot of time to go. You got to still attack the rim.
Clark might have got away with a travel right there. 7 on the shot clock. Hunter on the baseline. That is a tough shot. And Riddle knocks it away, and then Davis comes away with it. Doombay. Hunter with the steal. Quickly to the other end. And Riddle was looking for the foul, didn't get the call, threw it away. And Northwood wants a timeout with 6:10 left to go.
30-second timeout, Northwood.
30-second timeout.
A little helter-skelter. Hunter reads the pass, and then Riddle gets caught in the middle, actually. The defensive man comes over, thought there was a little contact there, but he needed to use his left. Nice little jump stop, little left-handed bounce pass.
Hunter showing you some great defense, leads Oregon Tech in steals on the year with 77. And of course, Tyrone Davis led the nation with 96 steals. So a couple outstanding defensive players for these two teams.
Right now, Northwood has to find a way to get an easy basket. Whether that's something inside or right now, it might just be a wide open 3. And you've got capable 3-point shooters.
They're 40% on the year from 3-point land.
Well, you've got a guy like Horseman and Doombay who will both shoot in the 40s. It's a situation where they've gotten a little gun shy as the game has gotten tighter.
1 of 14.
0 for 4 in the second half here.
6 minutes to go. Dunn for 3. Just can't find the range. And Gomez comes away with it. And here comes Oregon Tech. Start to work some clock now.
Not just yet. I think they're getting enough ball movement, enough people movement. You just got to continue to swing the basketball and see when you're cutting if you can't get an easy one.
Gomez will measure from 3. Hits! Kyle Gomez. Inside, Davis can't get it to go. 13-point lead, their biggest lead of the night as we approach the 5-minute mark. Inside, Hunter open. Great look. Terrific look by David Clark.
This Gomez 3 is set up by great movement and just miscommunication by Northwood. And then on the opposite end, Davis thinks he has the lane. Gamblin takes it away. And then watch Clark with the nifty pass. Laser vision as he hits Hunter at the hoop.
And Hunter now with 15 points. And for Oregon Tech, with 4:56 left to go, they have got a 15-point lead. You see they're 4 of 7 from three-point land in the second half. Folks, this was a 19-18 game at halftime. Northwood had a 1-point lead.
Well, and we talked about what Coach Massimino's game plan on the defensive end. 58 was the number that he had to keep Oregon Tech below. At halftime, it looked like that was going to be secure. Right now, the Hustling Owls sitting there with 53, but you know, in the first half, they're 2 for 12 from the 3. In the second half, 4 for 7. But a lot of that has come because they've had great movement without the basketball.
And Danny Miles told us they probably need to hit 9 or 10 threes to win the game. Right now they're sitting on 6. And look at the assists there. Oregon Tech leading the way with 10. They have done a great job of spacing the floor, as Rich has mentioned. They've found the open man. They've been able to measure it from three-point land, as we saw Gomez there just a moment ago. Dunn. Horseman back outside. Doumbé can't get it to go. Offensive rebound, Horseman, but Clark comes away with it. Now with 4:35 remaining. They'll pull it outside.
Well, this is an Oregon Tech team that takes care of the basketball. Just under 12 turnovers a game for the season. Atypically 17 yesterday, but only 8 tonight. 1 in the second half.
Gomez off the window. Oh, in and out. And Horseman the rebound. It's been 4 minutes since Northwood has scored. And the foul's going to be on Clark. That is his second.
The two things that Oregon Tech has done in the second half, they've gotten back in transition. I mean, right there is a perfect example. Davis was going 1-on-3 to try and create. But Oregon Tech doing a good job in defensive conversion. And secondly, they've done an excellent job of helping on any dribble penetration, thus taking away Northwood's offense.
For the 1-and-1, Davis 73% on the year.
Big second free throw. If you make this second free throw, you can get into your full court pressure. Try and trap the first pass inbounds and go for a steal.
Missed it though.
Look for the run and jump.
53-39, 4 minutes left to go. Oregon Tech in quest of their third Division II National Championship. And Danny Miles wants a timeout. 3:52 left to go. Oregon Tech with a 14-point lead over Northwood of Florida. We mentioned that Oregon Tech has won this title in 04 and 08. They lost the championship game in '98. But here's some the past champions. Cornerstone last year, St. Francis, Oklahoma Wesleyan. There's Tech in 08. Mid-American Nazarene at Kansas. College of the Ozarks in 06. Walsh in 05, and then Oregon Tech once again in 04.
The Cornerstone team out of Michigan, a great story last year. They were playing for a young man who was battling cancer and was able to come to the game even though he was receiving treatment and very sick. And Cornerstone dedicated their season to him and came away with the prize.
Clark right off the back of Dunn, and then he missed the layup. Hunter gets it back.
Oh, that's one that they teach over there in New Zealand.
Oh, Gomez wide open.
Clark making up for that missed easy one.
16-point lead for Oregon Tech. 3:30 left to go. Gomez tying Davis up, and the possession arrow to Oregon Tech. Timeout on the floor. 55-39. Oregon Tech in control with 3:23 to go. Welcome back, along with Rich Savosa, Gamblin, Tribal, Oregon Tech, 55-39. Here was that inbounds play.
Little Kiwi trickery by David Clark. Unfortunately, doesn't finish.
And back to live action, Hunter brought it down, and now with 3:13 left to go, Rich, at a 16-point lead. How soon do you start fouling?
Right about now.
Hunter gets his own miss back.
Because you got a new shot clock.
3 minutes. And it's taken away from Riddle. Keaton. See that last field goal, 10:32 of the second half. And the foul there as Horseman was going inside and Gamblin fouled him. That's the fourth on Jason Gamblin.
That's what you don't want to do if you're Oregon Tech. You don't want to stop the clock. You want to keep it moving, make them score with the clock running.
Horseman had 4 in the first half. He's not had a field goal in the second half. And he's a guy that averages 12 points, 8 rebounds a game. He's their best offensive rebounder.
Again, Oregon Tech doing a great job with scouting report. Attention to detail. Take away the best scorers, and they've done that with Horseman.
And he gets them both, 55-41. And the foul right there on Tyrone Davis.
Very important now, if you're Oregon Tech, you must come back and meet the basketball. Run through the pass so that Northwood has to foul you like Davis did on that last possession.
Riddle gets it to Clark. And now Clark got caught in a trap right there. And he traveled, so the turnover at Northwood.
We had Bobby Hunter running away from the basketball. He needs to come back and help Clark out, send one of their big guys down.
Northwood with 1 timeout remaining. Doumbé has checked back into the game. Keaton for 3, can't get it to go, and they're going to call a foul on Doumbé over the top. That's his second.
That's been the story of the game for Northwood. They run a great play. They get an excellent shooter in Keaton open and fail to connect.
It looks like fatigue has certainly been a factor for Northwood here. Ooh, there was a dangerous pass that Clark was just able to come up with. And now timeout called by Oregon Tech. 2:21 left to go.
The strategy right now for Northwood is try and steal the ball in the backcourt. Double team as many times as you can. If you can get a steal like they almost had on the back pass, then go for it. Once the ball crosses half court, then you foul and try and extend the game.
Rollie Massimino was telling us earlier today about the great support he's gotten from friends throughout his basketball lifetime. Said Billy Cunningham's down in that area, comes to the games. Bill Raftery when they're down there.
I love the best one though was, you know, when he had surgery earlier in the year, he missed the first month of practice, and he had Dick Versace come in and run practice. So, okay, the Hall of Fame coach leaves, and we're going to bring in an ex-NBA guy.
He says it's been so great. So many great friends and folks from throughout his career. Inbound to Riddle. And now the foul by Doumbé. That is his third. And that'll finally send Oregon Tech to the line for 1-1. So Riddle, the 32-year-old, if you didn't hear the story earlier, was the Oregon High School Player of the Year his senior year in Madras, Oregon. Went to a junior college for a year, then left basketball, left school, was out of all of it for 11 years as he missed that free throw. And now his senior year here at Oregon Tech. And the steal, and Hunter, and in. Boy, what a second half for Hunter as Davis pulls up and hits the jumper.
Number 2, Tyrone Davis.
And traveling call.
Hunter a little careless on the inbounds pass.
1:56 left to go, 57-43. Hunter's got 15 in the second half after only scoring 2 in the first half.
And he got himself started by working hard on a defensive end, got a couple of early steals that led to an easy.
Davis did the same thing, threw it off the back, and now he is fouled as he goes to the basket.
This is incredible because of how far it is. Watch how far this is, Roger.
It's off Gamblin. And then Gamblin fouls him, and that's his 5th.
That's a bad turn of events for Oregon Tech. You lose an 85% free throw shooter.
Well, he's got 16 points tonight as he fouls out, and checking into the game be Alex Zerbach, 6'5" junior from Covington, Washington.
Zerbach. On the 1979 team. That